Yep, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. How you doing? Well, that's always good to hear you doing okay. Hell, what time was you going live today? I know you had to wake up and watch some shit with me. Probably was watching that Spider Pig replay. I know you was watching that Spider Pig replay. What up, Estrella? Good to see you. How you doing? Y'all know them cinematic premieres. The OG Pilgore from the AZ, good to see you. Came through yesterday, seen him in the chat with the beautiful fam, cooking with love and more. What's cracking lacking? Y'all know we got this Easter basket review, but I'm rolling up at the moment, so we gonna get through the first video. It's like 10 minutes and 37 seconds. That should be enough time for me to roll 2 blunts before we go in the green room. But this is the epilogue to the actual video. So, but we had videos to review anyway. So, definitely appreciate you too. Hell, me and Pilgore been in these YouTube streets since I've been in these YouTube streets. The big homie from the AZ. Shouts out to the OG. Y'all know how we be. But yeah, let me hit play on the video so I can get this done real
Some
quick.
of these unscrupulous actors are often peddling a lot of other things, not just the good herb. Number 3, I think it's a little overblown talking about stuff that's laced with stuff, because personally I think that those cases are very rare. We've actually done a video on that recently where some recently released body camera footage showed someone who claimed that they were under the influence of laced herb. Now if you actually had a look at that, the entire thing seemed sketchy, sus, and a lot of people just thought that dude was straight up lying. And number 4, when it comes to Pennsylvania, I do think that a lot of tax dollars are being lost, but it's not necessarily due to the cartel. I do think that a lot of the neighboring states are hotspots for people who just want to collect some herb. Heck, imagine if you're living in one state and all the states around you have legalized. You don't need to deal with the cartels down at the border. You can just go to the state next door. But that's just my personal view on it. Drop it in the comments, let me know what you guys think. And just a quick reminder, guys, if you're getting value from this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support us further, join the ICANN VIP Bean Club or cop some merch from the merch store. Now let's pop back in and hear what some of these officials had to say about this entire issue.
At a hearing on Monday, state senators heard witnesses advocate for legalizing, but Scott Bond with the Chiefs of Police Association, not invited to testify, has reservations.
I think they need to take a step back.
Bond says more data needs to be collected from states where
I'm putting in work
is already legal. He worries about the impact on young people, families, and those driving on the road.
You ain't gonna lie, don't mean I want to see
are in the field of alcohol and/or controlled substances and their relative input and the impact that they can share with the committee and help frame this in a way.
What up, bro? Y'all know to go check out the
Regan
big
says
homie.
his committee will have more hearings before drafting a final bill.
Definitely
Get a bill probably in May, early June, and then run the bill out sometime in June, maybe July. So we're not on this isn't happening tomorrow.
It took years to get medical approved here, but Regan thinks this effort will go faster, in part because it could bring in $500 million to $1 billion in tax revenue.
Now, you guys hear them say things like that all the time. The kids are the reason for banning a lot of these things. The kids are the reason for slowing legalization. The kids are the reason for more regulation. But one thing that really irks me is when a lot of these people, like this dude, actually compare it to alcohol. They're two completely different substances. Stop doing that. Now, one thing you guys would have heard me say at the top of the video is that out of the Keystone State, we got some interesting news which will dictate how legalization could be rolled out. And thankfully, a lot of those voters down in Pennsylvania are not just silly stoners as the stereotype would have you think, but a lot of them actually seem to prefer that herb is legalized through private stores instead of state-run models. Now, why this is so big, guys, is because some of those state-run models can really cause monopolies in the industry. Think of places like Florida or companies like Curaleaf or Trulieve. Now, it may not always be the case, but a lot of times some of these private stores are smaller mom-and-pop stores or just smaller local businesses. Now, we'll dig into that poll in a bit, but let's hear what the lawmakers had to say just a couple months back.
State lawmakers are once again trying to legalize recreational in Pennsylvania. Most of our neighboring states already allow it. Chris Hoffman spoke with one of the bill's sponsors about what's included in the legislation.
For the past few years, we've seen similar bills be brought up during the legislative session, and every time they haven't passed.
New pack
So
of
we
these
wanted to know
wild
what
hip
makes
naturals,
it
baby.
different
We
in
stay on
this
them.
one.